This is Nigeria. Just because I'm on TV now. Person who no get work is checking to see if my watch is original. This is Nigeria. Whether Madam Philomena. Money vanish for your office, 36 million. You tossing.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget. Thank you so much for joining me today. If it's your first time and you haven't subscribed, please support your girl by subscribing to my channel. If you like what I'm doing here, the only way you can support me is to subscribe to my channel. So hit on that red button down there, and there's a bell sign there. If you click on it, you get a notification whenever I post my vlogs. So today I want to share with you a relationship advice. I get a lot of relationship advice from my subscribers, and you know, I consider myself to be in this very privileged position because I know it's not easy talking to a total stranger about issues that you're struggling with or things that you're struggling with. So I really consider it as a privilege that people come to me as this person who can give them advice about issues they are having with regards to relationship. But also, I'm humble enough to say that I am not an expert when it comes to relationship, because relationships are complex. They are really complex, and people are different. So any advice I give would be, this is what I would do if I was in that position. So it might not be for you, you may not like it, so don't take it if it's not for you. The lady said, "You are so beautiful. I'd like to share with you. I am 53 years old and I met him online. And I met online a young man. He's 28 years. He's 28 years. First, he said he was 52 years. But I told him he don't look that age. Then he told me the truth about his age. I like him very much. He claims he told me the truth because he was afraid to lose me. He told me he loves me after a month. He introduced me to his mother. What a beautiful Christian lady. Now he wants to marry me. I'm a little bit confused. He asked me to help him financially because he has no job. He says that the country has a lot of problems not to have jobs for the youth. What do you think? Can you give me the advice, which I really appreciate? Can you give me the advice? I really appreciate. God bless you, my dear. I met him at Instagram. I'm in the USA. He's from Nigeria, my dearest country. He wants children. I told him I'm a very healthy woman, but I need to think about it. He asked me for iTunes card. I told him that if he tell me the truth, I will help him. He did show me his true identity and refused to take the card. I told him I pray before giving him the card. The Holy Spirit told me to give him the card because he was in a very bad situation. Since we've been talking, we talk about the things of God. I never met a man like him. We talk every other day. We talk every day after work for hours in video chats. He never asked me again any more card. He said he didn't want to lose me. He wants to marry me. His mother, very sweet. I fell in love with his family. And then she went on to say, hello, I met him only through video chat and I spoke with his mother on video chat too. I never met him in person, but we chat on video chat. I never date a young person. I'm not sure about this, but I like him very much. She's a 53 years old woman who is talking to a young man in Nigeria who is 28 years old. and she wants my advice about the relationship. When it comes to the issues of the heart, it's always very complex, like I said. But she says she's in love with him, but I don't know. There are too many red flags. Honestly, as much as I want to encourage her, in October when I went to Dubai with my husband, I met a young man there who is a very big fan of Obodo Oyinbo TV. And he told me a similar story, that because the women are not interested in Nigerian men or African men there, and they struggle to find relationships and to form relationships there, that they often go online on Facebook and Instagram and all the social media platforms to look for women. And he actually told me of his own story, that he was so desperate at a point that he met an African-American woman on Facebook, and they got talking. He bought her a ticket. She came to Nigeria. He flew from Dubai to Nigeria, and they are married. But, you know, the guy sounded very genuine. He sounded very genuine. Ordinarily, I would say, this one is just green card he's looking for. Just wants to find a way to get out of where he is. But I met him in person, and he sounded really genuine. He told me that he really, really loves her. And, you know, he wants to make it work. So I believed him. You know what, Auntie B, I don't mind. I know he's older than me, but age is just a number. And she's got kids. He's a young Igbo guy. He's never been married, doesn't have any children. And then he told me the most interesting thing, that he's the only child of his mom, and that the mom was happy with the relationship and everything. I said, okay, well, if that's what you want, you guys are in love. He seemed like somebody that was really, really in love. You know, ordinarily, I would just say, no, this is all wrong. So when this lady sent this request to me, I was a bit reluctant to just say, oh, no, you know, he's looking for a way to get out of Nigeria to collect money from you. You never know. But I'm a bit worried about the age difference. The age difference is quite significant. This is not 10 years that we're talking about. This is quite a big age difference. 53 minus 28, that's 25 years, 25 whole years of difference. And what I don't know, when she was saying that she's healthy, I'm not 50 yet, but if I wanted to have another child now, I mean, I can, you know, but it's not going to be that easy. So I don't know the possibility of somebody who is 50-something years old, who is 53 years old, having a baby at that age. I'm really, really concerned about the age difference. The thing about long distance relationship or long distance marriages is that, as much as, you know, it's different for everybody. You can't just say, oh, they don't work and, you know, they never work out. So for some people, they make it work. You have to be very patient. You have to be committed. You have to, you know, spend a lot of time trying to tap into other areas in which you can build a relationship that is not physical at the current time. But for this, my sister in the US, and this Nigerian this guy is really, really young. I mean, he's not even 30 yet. If I were in her position, I would not, I'm just going to be honest, I'm not going to go forward with that relationship. That's the truth. Because I understand that, you know, you want somebody who treats you well. Women, we want, people always say that women like money, but I say women like somebody who is caring. Or at a certain age, some women, what they really want is a loving and caring man. And I feel like this sister has seen somebody who's shown her love, even though he's thousands of kilometers away. But he's shown her love, he's shown her affection. And she's falling in love with him and considering the relationship. So I'm not going to just say rule it off, you know. But this is, if you're watching, this is what I'm going to say to you. Why don't you, if you can afford it, go and visit first. Go and visit him in Nigeria and check him out and see, you know, spend some time with him and his family and see if he's really genuine. I don't mean to be rude, but you're old enough to be his mother. At 25, you're a grown woman. In those days, women used to, even now in this UK that we are, women have children very, young girls have children very early. At 25, you're old enough to be a mother. At 20, you're old enough to be a mother. Are you sure you can keep up with a young boy of 28 years old? I don't know. If on a long-term basis, I'm trying to see the good in this thing and this connection, but I'm really struggling. Guys, help me. Do you think it can work? Do you think there's hope for this couple? with the age difference, the distance between them, and everything else going there. I mean, there's a cultural barrier, there's age barrier. There's a lot. There's a distance barrier, which is the most significant of it all, because if it was someone that lives in the same country as you, you arrange and you meet up, you have coffee, and then you check each other out, you see if there's chemistry, because it's easy for you to have chemistry for someone that you don't see physically, because everything about that person is what you are projecting them to be. And it might not be. It might just be something in your head. It might just be something that you see. Your desires. This is what you want in a man, and you feel like it's coming from them. It might not just be. Meeting that person can be a different ball game. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm a bit very skeptical and reluctant about saying, oh yes, go for it, it will work. But all I can say is just, sister, baby steps, please. And by all means, do not send him money. When money comes into it, then it's all wrong for me, because if he's asking you out and he claims to love you, he shouldn't be asking you money. If he's asking you money, bounce, run, block him, don't talk to him anymore. I'm very, very uncomfortable with the fact that somebody is asking you out, he claims to love you, and he's treating you well, and he's introduced you to his mother, and he's asking you for money. Why would you ask somebody you have not met for money? So I will be very, very careful if I were you. Honestly, I will. That's all I'm just going to say. Take it slowly. Go and visit if you can afford it. See him, have a chat with him, and then reassess it and see if you feel like it's something that can work for you. But by no means should you jump into this relationship thinking that you found the man of your dream, because you see, the emotions that we feel sometimes can be it can be just a figment of our imagination, that when you meet the person, you'll be brutally very shocked about what you... I'm not saying he's like that, but I'm just saying you need to be very careful. You're a matured woman. I don't know if you have children already, but you need to be very, very careful to make sure that you don't have your heart broken and you don't fall into a trap. So go and see him, sit down with him, and, see how things go. If you still love him after that, then by all means, I give you my blessings. Go ahead and have a happy life. But like I said, be cautious and be careful. I hope I've been able to help. And now we're going to have the comment section. Guys, what do you think? What's your advice for this lady? You think there's something here? Is there a future? Please be kind. No abusive or nasty comments. I will delete and block as usual. Thanks for watching. I hope you're going to be able to help me to help this lady, because at the end of the day, we want to help her to make, the right choice. I'll speak to you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching ever so much. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye.